All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much and forgetting that you are special too. There is no friend as loyal as a book. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know. Write hard and clear about what hurts. Always do sober what you said you'd do drunk. That will teach you to keep your mouth shut. Worry a little bit every day, and in a lifetime you will lose a couple of years. If something is wrong, fix it if you can. But train yourself not to worry. Worry never fixes anything. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. There is nothing to writing. All you do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed. Happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. Never confuse movement with action. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. Never think that war, no matter how necessary nor how justified, is not a crime. As a writer, you should not judge, you should understand. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. Every day is a new day. It is better to be lucky, but I would rather be exact. Then when luck comes, you are ready. I can't stand it to think my life is going so fast and I'm not really living it. The world breaks everyone, and afterward many are strong at the broken places. A cat has absolute emotional honesty. Human being, for one reason or another, may hide their feelings, but a cat does not. I didn't want to kiss you goodbye, that was the trouble. I wanted to kiss you goodnight, and there's a lot of difference. We are all broken, that's how the light gets in. If you are lucky enough to have lived in Paris as a young man, then wherever you go for the rest of your life, it stays with you, for Paris is a movable feast. There's no one thing that's true. It's all true. My aim is to put down on paper what I see and what I feel in the best and simplest way. All thinking men are atheists. In order to write about life first, you must live it. No, that is the great fallacy. The wisdom of old men. They do not grow wise. They grow careful. So far about morals, I know only that what is moral is what you feel good after, and what is immoral is what you feel bad after. An intelligent man is sometimes forced to be drunk to spend time with his fools. It is awfully easy to be hard-boiled about everything in the daytime, but at night it is another thing. When you love, you wish to do things for, you wish to sacrifice for, you wish to serve. But life isn't hard to manage when you've nothing to lose. The first and final thing you have to do in this world is to last it and not be smashed by it. All things truly wicked start from innocence. If two people love each other, there can be no happy end to it. The hard part about writing a novel is finishing it. Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with that there is. They wrote in the old days that it is sweet and fitting to die for one's country. But in modern war, there is nothing sweet nor fitting in your dying. You will die like a dog for no good reason. Let him think that I am more man than I am, and I will be so. We ate well and cheaply, and drank well and cheaply, and slept well and warm together, and loved each other. Don't you ever get the feeling that all your life is going by and you're not taking advantage of it? Do you realize you've lived nearly half the time you have to live already? Why do old men wake so early? Is it to have one longer day? It's none of their business that you have to learn how to write. Let them think you were born that way. How did you go bankrupt? 2 ways: gradually, then suddenly. After writing a story, I was always empty and both sad and happy, as though I had made love, and I was sure this was a very good story, although I would not know truly how good until I read it over the next day. All my life I've looked at words as though I were seeing them for the first time. By then I knew that everything good and bad left an emptiness when it stopped. But if it was bad, the emptiness filled up by itself. If it was good, you could only fill it by finding something better. Live the full life of the mind, exhilarated by new ideas, intoxicated by the romance of the unusual. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. When you start to live outside yourself, it's all dangerous. I am always in love. When writing a novel, a writer should create living people, not characters. A character is a caricature. I may not be as strong as I think, but I know many tricks and I have resolution. There is no rule on how to write. Sometimes it comes easily and perfectly. Sometimes it's like drilling rock and then blasting it out with charges. No one you love is ever truly lost. If the others heard me talking out loud, they would think that I am crazy. But since I am not, I do not care. We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master. I'm not unfaithful, darling. I've plenty of faults, but I'm very faithful. You'll be sick of me, I'll be so faithful. Everyone behaves badly given the chance. The world is a fine place and worth fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. The real reason for not committing suicide is because you always know how swell life gets again after the hell is over. The thing is to become a master, and in your old age to acquire the courage to do what children did when they knew nothing. It is good that we do not have to try to kill the sun or the moon or the stars. It is enough to live on the sea and kill our true brothers. This is a good place, he said. There's a lot of liquor. I agreed. We're stronger in the places that we've been broken. If a writer stops observing, he is finished. Experience is communicated by small details intimately observed. There isn't always an explanation for everything. You know I don't love anyone but you. You shouldn't mind because someone else loved me. Nobody ever lives their life all the way up except bullfighters. I had an inheritance from my father. It was the moon and the sun. And though I roam all over the world, the spending of it's never done. Hemingway's timeless words continue to inspire readers and writers alike, reminding us of the importance of living passionately, facing life's challenges head-on, and seizing every opportunity to find joy and beauty in the world around us.